Let's have a look at the various screens that you can view on your MFD. There are 3 buttons on the bottom that select between the PFD, map, and system pages. Each of these buttons are also left-right toggle switches. They select from amongst several pages associated with each button. Let's select the first button labeled PFD. The first page duplicates the functionality of the Vantage PFD. It's your 100% redundancy mode if your PFD were to fail. The second page that I get to by either pressing on the right side of the PFD button or touching the page label on the bottom of the screen labeled map. It shows a split screen with a PFD and a map. This would be my go-to page in case of a PFD failure. The third page shows a PFD and a chart. This is useful if you have to shoot an approach after a PFD failure. Let's select the map button. We have your familiar map page first. We also have an SVS page, which shows basically a synthetic vision view of your plane relative to the surrounding terrain. You can see the 2 runways here at San Jose at the bottom of this view. Next, we have the chart view, which allows you to look at your charts, with the airports and charts selectable by the buttons along the left-hand side. Note that the paste entry button over here lets you select the airport that was last shown in the flight plan page. So in my case, SBP was the last selection of my flight plan, and if I push paste SBP, I see the approaches for SBP. Let's next go to the flight plan view. Here you show your map and flight plan view side by side. You can edit the flight plan here as shown in a separate video. Any changes you make here will immediately be reflected on your IFDs and vice versa. The info page shows information about whatever waypoint or intersection you've selected. In this case, SJC is selected, and I can see information about it, including, for example, MEDAR, departures, local frequencies, and the like. This is useful when you're in flight and want to see information about your destination airport. In this case, I could paste our destination, SBP, and it immediately will show the information about there, including information such as the METAR for that location. And finally, the nearest screen shows you the nearest items by category. In this case, it's showing nearest airports. Other categories include VORs, NDBs, intersections, ARTCs, flight service stations, user waypoint, and airspaces. And I can select amongst those just by pressing the button here at the top left side of the panel. The Sys button also has multiple functions. The checklist button allows me to select from multiple checklists. The engine page shows all my engine, environmental, and electrical system information. Included are nice features such as min and max for EGT and CHT, CHT and EGT trend lines, and finally environmental calculations such as the ISA difference on your OAT and the density altitude difference from your current altitude, so you don't have to calculate these yourself. The setup page allows you to change preferences for a multitude of items. Touching each item allows you to drill down into the subcategories under each one, so you can change all your preferences. They can each be saved as well for different user profiles. The Sys page shows you your system status of the different databases and system software.